apostles, the honors our elders, a great millstone, the touches truth and well. It's our just the hope that between truth and lies sincerity. It's going to be what's up, because that's the spirit power, y'all was real shy. Just a quick in transit lesson. Just following the spirit. Meditating on how, there's nothing new when it comes to experiencing things in this life, as far as what society has to offer and the traditions and customs of the people. Things that have been worshipped today, holidays celebrated today, they're the same things, the same exact holidays and the stuff that was worshipped back in the ancient world. Okay? It's the book of Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9. It says, the thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. There's also something called reincarnation, which people don't really know about as far as the vast majority. They're reincarnations in the scriptures. We're not talking about people being reincarnated into an animal body. No, that's not how it works. You come back every third and fourth generation, and a lot of your fathers and your forefathers, as the scripture said. Okay? And everything just gets repeated, man. It just gets a new face, a new title to it, but everything just gets repeated. Just like we're basically in the new holiday season. Okay, and you have a holiday coming up called Thanksgiving. And this holiday was created to celebrate. It was created by white people that came over to the land and raped, robbed, and pillaged, and stole land. And it was created to celebrate the slaughter and genocide of the Native American tribes that they successfully defeated. Each tribe that they killed, they had a victory feast. Okay, well, that's nothing new. That's what the heathen have always done when they were able to take over and successfully take down the nation of Israel. They had a victory feast. They had celebrations. Okay, and they had a remembrance and had specific days, holidays to remember, how they took over Israel. So that's not nothing new, man. That's old. So now fast forward, here we are in 2023. They got a holiday, the heathen, which is so-called white people. They are the nation of Edom. They are the biblical Edomites, and they're currently in power right now. The nation of Israel is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. Okay, as a vast majority when it comes to face value of who the people look like. If you want to put a physical identification on them, they're the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American people. Now you got other people that I didn't mention that are also Israelites as well, because our people were scattered amongst all nations, so we call those Israelite foreigners. That might be of those other nationalities that I didn't mention, but still their descendant, their ancient descendant, their seed goes back to their forefathers, which was an Israelite. Okay, and you can find out if you're an Israelite by the curses and the heavenly gifts of superiority and talent that's bestowed upon the Lord's chosen people. Whether it be intellectual talent, being extremely smart, or physical talent, being extremely gifted physically in different athletics and abilities. Okay, and then line up to the quote-unquote generational curses that are found in Deuteronomy 28, chapter 15 through 68, as well as other parts of the scriptures. You can know who those people are. And over the years and centuries, every time, it's a new decade, a new century, there's a new face value put on these holidays that come up. Another holiday that's coming up after Thanksgiving is Christmas. Okay? Now, today it's called Christmas. But the original name for it, before it was labeled Christmas, was Saturnalia. Okay, Saturnalia. And it was practiced by the pagan Romans, big time. They had a huge holiday of decorating a tree, giving gifts, having orgies underneath the mistletoe, doing a lot of sacrifices, okay, and going buck wild on December, I believe it was December 21st to the 25th, okay, and back then it was called Saturnalia. Fast forward, after the creation of the pagan Christian church, under the new religion called Roman Catholicism and Christianity, the name became Christmas or Christmas. Okay, basically, once the Christian church was built and erected, you know, we had wicked rulers such as Constantine that decided it would be a great idea to gather these Roman pagans and get them to come to church, not to convert them, to save them and for a righteous reason. It was to get more increase in money of the tithes and offerings, because the church has always been secretly a business. Okay, it has been a prosperity business. You know, they give you a feel-good message to motivate you. They paid motivational speakers that are very good at their job. They made a very good inspiring person, a motivation person, to give you a feel-good message and use the Bible. And they'll use specific precepts out of the Bible to enhance their message. But there was never really truly the commandment of how to properly do the work of the Lord. Okay, and that's what Yahweh Shai meant when he said, "You made my house into a den of thieves." They made merchandise and made a business out of the ministry. And then they needed to change up the ministry and twist certain scriptures and commandments to allow it to be open for all nationalities and people to be a part of the Lord's chosen people and the Lord's ministry and the Lord's church. However, the Lord was very discriminate and specific that it is not meant for everybody. He never wanted it. It was never all inclusive. It was only inclusive for the nation of Israel. Okay, and that's all throughout the scriptures, man. But this is what they have done. So, you know, they created the holiday Christmas, and even changed the day of the Savior's birth, Yahweh Shai's birth, to fit the same date that the pagans worship their pagan god, which is Tammuz, of his birth, which is in December 21st or 25th. And then they said, oh, well, this is the day that Messiah was born. No, the scriptures talk about how it gives you clues and hints that he was born during Passover, which is held during what season? The spring. Okay? It even tells you how there were shepherds tending to their flock, abiding in the field. Well, that doesn't happen in December over there. It's freezing outside, especially not at night. You know, so you see what they've done. So they create this holiday Christmas, right? But it was celebrated all the way, you know, celebrating Tammuz and on his birthday that they label as the day that Christ was born. That was done during Babylon. So the holiday, the pagan day, goes back all the way to Babylon. And it can be traced further in each empire to include the Roman Empire. And they were celebrating it then. And then after the Roman Empire, later on, when, you know, they created Christianity, now you got Christmas. But it's not called Saturnalia no more. It's called Christmas. So there's nothing new, man. It's the same wicked day done all over again. New Year's Day is another one that comes up after the pagan day of Christmas. The Romans created that holiday to celebrate their god Janus, which is where you get also the name of the month January comes from. And they say, oh, well, it's the new year on January 1st. But the Bible specifically says during the time of the Passover that is our new year, which is also held during what season? The spring. So now fast forward, we're no longer in the we're no longer in ancient Rome. Okay, we're in America, and what holiday has been retitled? It's been called New Year's Day, and it's to celebrate on January 1st. And it's the same customs and traditions. They had the whole, look to your past, look to your future, New Year's resolutions. That was all done, man, back in ancient times. That's also can be traced all the way back to Babylon, man. So you see how there's nothing new? It's the same thing. And the scriptures say that how we will stand in our lot at the end days. And a lot of times the lot that you'll be standing in is very similar or can be mirrored to your past life. Like you have different churches of the Israelites now that have been woken up. Okay? You have IUIC. Those are your modern day, when you read in the Bible about the scribes and the Pharisees and the people that were making the house into the den of thieves and celebrating in the temples and things like that. And you had different Israelite priests that were paid for by that government at that time period. Their actions are identical to those wicked scribes and Pharisees back then. You have the people that decided to become mercenaries and take arms upon themselves and become assassins, and decided that they did believe in the Messiah, but they wanted to take matters into their own hands. And they also believed in making merchandise of the Lord's word. They were called zealots. And I'm not talking about the righteous zealots. I'm talking about the angry zealots that took matters into their own hands. That, became hitmen, created gangs, and fought against the established order of the government. Okay? They were identified as a Sicarii. Well, today, the Dagermen, this modern day group, led by Eleazar, the Sicarii camp. And they come in that same spirit. And actually, they'll straight up tell you in the bracelet that that's what they believe in and they support. They think that's a good thing. They don't recognize that the scriptures refer to that type of stuff and behavior as carnal and the wrong path and following of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But they don't care. I mean, they know it's in the scriptures, but they don't give a shit. Because they're in their lot. And you got the brothers of Great Millstone. Okay? We believe through the Spirit. I definitely believe through the Spirit that those are the true. They follow the footsteps and the character and the walk of the straight up disciples of Yahushai and the direct followers of the disciples of Yahushai. They were very lowly, humble, meek people. They weren't always well off. They were like pilgrims among the earth. They prophesied in rough garments. Okay? They didn't live by the sword. They were very harsh men. They followed after Yahushai footsteps. She was very harsh. Rough in speech, rude in speech, hated amongst all men. And we're definitely the camp that's most hated. All these other camps, they're cool with it. They can do unity camps and shit. Yeah, they be getting in fights, but they still go back and do unity camps and stuff. And we're not a part of all that madness. So we're in our lots, man. We are the prophets, the actual prophets. You have actual prophets, man, that people that actually do the work and prophesy. Okay, and you have other people that are just believers and know that they're Israelites. And knows what these other camps are. They're believers. They acknowledge they're Israelites. A lot of them do believe in Yahushai, but they're just not the actual prophets. You have the actual prophets, and then you have Israelites that are just in the know. That came into remembrance that they're Israelites. But just remembering that you're an Israelite isn't good enough. That doesn't mean that you're going to get the salvation and the reward of a prophet. It just means that you just know that you're an Israelite. And that's what these other camps are with, you know. So, but where they mess up is jacking up the doctrine and trying to be a prophet when they're not. And they're bringing judgment and heaping coals upon their heads. You know, but the point is, man, you know, there's nothing new. And when you pay attention and you see the actions of everything, you know it's nothing new. You know that America, the things that they do, it's definitely Egypt and Sodom coming back. There's nothing new with that. Same thing. Same architectures. Same government structures. You know? So we just stand in our line until the end be, man. And try to stay on the right path. But it's amazing to see, you know, the similarities from these past kingdoms to this current kingdom. Like, wow, we really are just keep coming back till Yahweh Shai comes. And that's why Yahweh Shai says in the scriptures, you know, every eye shall see him, even him that pierced him. So that guy's gonna be back. The person that held the spear and thrust it into Yahweh Shai's side while he was on the cross, he's back. That's crazy, man. You know, and it's even more crazy or more amazing is how all this stuff is written up within the Bible. You can read about all this stuff. That's how you know this thing is real, man. You know? So just a quick in-transit lesson, just speaking open thoughts. You know, Lord's will, just some of it is edifying. I'm going to close out and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, Natasha Truth and will well. Start tasting, hopefully, person's truth and honest sincerity. Shalom.